Hey there, beloved. So today was the day of my mother's funeral and gathering of celebration of her life. And it's all, sometimes these things just come like so fast that you don't have a frame of reference or an ability to, see the whole totality of the reality that is literally right in front of you when you go back to your former life experience. It's so much intensity. And what I want to say about that is that we never know when that moment is going to come, where the most precious person in our life may leave this planet. And especially when it's your mom, I think there's something very, very fundamentally different about the experience of your mom leaving this planet, because the mom holds the womb of the life that you grew into. And there's something about a mother's love that is so deeply unconditional, and literally everything that your mother does, our mother does, is for our ultimate benefit, even if to us it seems whatever. In our challenging experiences as children growing up, we all as mothers have this innate unconditional love and desire and drive to produce a better life for our children than we could have ever known for ourselves. It's such an act of unconditional love when you celebrate the expansion of life as a result of your child's growth. It's just so phenomenal. And the thing that I'm right now struggling with is, on the day that she's been all the celebrations are officially over, the thing that I'm struck with is that everything that she stood for and everything that she amassed in her life is essentially a debt now. And she worked her life. I mean, she worked until she was, oh my God, what? 72. She worked 40 plus hours a week her entire life until she was 72. And my father was a gambling addict, and he addictively gambled away everything that she amassed. Every time that a house was paid off, every time that a bill was paid off, he would go out and take loans against those things, and he would create mountains and piles of debt for my mom. And my mom just kept working and kept loving him unconditionally and forgiving him and believing in him and moving forward. And now we come to the unexpected, radical end of her life, which was not at all, expected. And everything that she owns is going to have to be liquidated to satisfy creditors in the next days, weeks, and months, including my brother's house. Because it's a long story, but anyway, he took a huge financial burden from my family in order to buy his house, and then he paid all this money down on his house, and then my dad got out loans against his house because it was financed in the name of the trust, and my dad could do that. And so what ended up happening is now my brother's house is only worth a fraction of what's owed on it, and my mother's house is only worth a fraction of what is owed on it. and all of the vehicles that my dad supposedly bought for my mom and my brother are now all going to be sold. So everything that has been a part of my family's daily reality, including my experience of when I come back to the Midwest and, you know, my roots are here. My mom was here. All of those things are now gone. And it's very sad to have to let go of. I mean, I have all these things that I was saving. I was saving all these boxes in my mom's basement. So that when I, you know, quote, grew up and finally built my own house, the house that I was going to raise my children in, you know, 28 years later with now a 15 and 5-year-old, I was waiting to collect those boxes when we created our permanent home. And there's many boxes of my childhood preciousness and the precious moments of my children's childhoods, my older two that are 28 and 25, and just so many magical moments that are all now having to be released from this place, because this place of the space that held all of this is going to be no longer. And loss is sad. And yes, it's opening the way. It's opening the way, opening the way, opening the way in miraculous ways to something new. Yes, I understand. I know this. I know this. And I, you know, I desire to hold on to these precious memories for my children. And yeah, it's one of these moments of wow. Makes you really think about, you know, what are you putting off life for? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Right? What was I waiting for? Yeah. So many beautiful moments in the experience of life transitioning forms. And I'll leave you with that.